Oh, hey, listen. What a day, man. Let me just tell everybody, I still got over the playmakers and watched that Miami in Colorado. Of course, Miami in USF, South Florida, and Colorado playing Baylor. You know, that's kind of wild. Miami, yeah, Florida, Colorado, Baylor coming here. Let me tell you. First, that Miami game. Because let me tell you what, I'm sitting here watching this, and you guys don't know, well, yes, you do. You know by now. South Florida, USF, sounds like it should be a cake win, and Miami ultimately takes over the game, puts up 50 and takes over the game. But for a long time, that was a close game. South Florida was hanging in there that first half and was even up on Miami at one point. So listen, let me tell people this. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you this. Don't slip on Florida. I know you're thinking, oh, it's South Florida. South Florida got the new coach in there. And man, he knows what he's doing over there. He's building a program. And remember, them Negroes are from Florida. So they all know each other. It's always a hard game when those two teams meet because that's all that Florida talent. Some of these guys might have ended up in that school for academic reasons or whatever. Maybe had some situation happen. But they're talented. And they played Miami hard that first half, but Miami broke out and did what a real team do in the second half and pulled away. And remember I told you guys when I went down there how big that offensive line is. That's exactly what happened today. During in the second half, they just started laying on those boards and took over. But what I like, yeah, my boy Cam Ward threw for over 400 yards. Over 400 yards. But remember what I talked about right here when we talked about Miami. And I told you, yeah, we got Xavier. We got Restrepo, and he does what he does. And he's more of the slot guy. I said we needed a big dude outside. Coach, when I talked to Coach, I'm going to text him here in a minute. I said we needed a big dude outside to go with it. And lo and behold, somebody raised their hand and said, I am he. That's right. Isaiah Horton raised his hands and said, I am he. The numbers got him at 6'4", 225 now. I don't know if he's that. But he's 6'3" and maybe close to 200 or 210. Because I remember, I think he came in at one time, I think it was like 180. So I can imagine he put on some weight, maybe 10 pounds, 15 pounds. So he's probably around 205 or anywhere in that is good because he's 6'3", 6'4", even though they probably gave him inches. He's probably about 6'3". But still, that's the big dude we need outside. So I got Cam throwing for 400. I got Horton having 108 yards with Xavier coming back up with a 99. With 99 yards, almost 100 yards. And then we got Jordan Lyles going for 100 yards rushing. You can't beat a team when they have almost two 100-yard receivers, watch it, inside with Xavier, outside with Isaiah Horton. So you're coming up and making those plays, almost two, a yard away from two 100-yard receivers and the 100-yard back. That's offense all over the field, and that's how you put up 50 points on a pretty good, talented team that played you hard, but the second half, Miami offense line just leaned on those guys and took over. But let me tell you what tripped me out too, though. Watching that Colorado game, I was clear because I was worried when I was watching the Miami game. First, I said, okay, we're in the top 10 now. Let's see if you can carry this and be ready to handle what comes after you now that you're in the top 10 you become the hunted. Because everybody's trying to be the top 10 team. So you become the hunted. How can you handle it? How can you fight off the ones that are trying to knock you off that mountain? And Miami showed me something today because they started out, it was a tough game, and they fought through, battled, and then poured it on late. And I told you, I like the way they distributed that ball. So everybody getting a chance to play and make some plays. But the ooh-wee for me was the Colorado game because Baylor jumped out. I mean, man, Baylor jumped out and jumped out on Colorado, got ahead of them. Baylor got a 101-yard punt return. And I mean, it was a battle for Deion all night long trying to get Baylor under control because, you know, they were playing hard. You can tell anybody that plays Colorado, they give it their all. I don't know, somehow, some way, Deion and his guys won this game. This was an incredible game. And they won in overtime. And just the numbers, Shedeur Sanders threw for 341 yards. And here comes another. He had another 130 yards receiving. Travis Hunter is simply, maybe, I think, certainly the best football player in college football, bar none. Bar none. And right now, with the way he's playing, offense, defense, he goes 7 for 130 today. And then offensively, he goes over defensive and plays defense, and he makes the winning play. They go in overtime, they score, get the extra point. So the score was 31-31 going in overtime. They put up the 7 to go to 38. Now Baylor gets the ball. Baylor's going into the end zone. Travis Hunter tackles the runner right at the goal line. And he tackles the football. He hits the football comes out and goes through the end zone. Game-winning play for Colorado, who trailed the whole game and threw a touchdown with 2 seconds. With 2 seconds left on the clock, as the clock wind down, it was a walk-off touchdown to tie the game. I thought Deion was going to go for 2 right there and seal it because he's at home. He kicked. They got the ball first, and then he went right to right in the end zone. And Travis Hunter made the play to win the game from the defensive position. He made all the plays on the offensive position. He's got to be the first player taken off the board in the draft. I know people are always talking about quarterbacks, but this dude is so special. He is the Shohei Ohtani right now in the National Football League. You see what your boy's doing in baseball. That's so incredible. It got me wondering, man, what's going on? Are they juicing balls or juicing something going on around here? It's so incredible. Travis Hunter is like that to me. It's just so incredible. But Deion did it again. Oops, they did it again. And they came back with that last second victory, and I'm telling you, people are going to be hating on that this week. I will not, because that's my boy. I'm going to sprinkle some love on it. Just make sure y'all know that my boy is the one. I'm going to sprinkle some love. Now, let me stop playing. Man. What I'm so happy for, I can't wait to talk to him. I just hit him with just a bunch of strong emojis. Like, that was a strong game. You came back and did your thing. So, yeah, I'm going to reach out to Coach Mario. And I'm telling you, because we had just talked about needing that big receiver. So I know we'll talk about that, talk about the day Horton had. And then we're going to get ready for Virginia Tech. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'm planning on winning that game because it's Friday night in Miami. I'm going to be down on that sideline, buddy. They have earned the right to pack that house, and we better pack that house. We've been begging in Miami. We've been hoping. We've been praying. And now you got something. And it's palatable and it's real. I mean, y'all want to show y'all asses up? I know something. I mean, come on now. We've been fighting this long, and we got just the smell of what we used to have around Miami. It's just smell, that's all we need, just a little tiny smell of it. Smell of it. We've been away so long. Any stench of it hits your ear, you better follow that shit all the way. And right now, we got a good stench in our nose, and we better follow it all the way, all the way. Show up out here Friday night. Let's make sure we show our boys the you really is back. The you really is back. I mean, we really look like something now. Coach Cristobal, man, I love you, buddy. I love y'all. Friday night, make sure I see y'all in Miami. Friday night, make sure I see y'all in Miami. Don't mess around.